Yes, dearest friends, welcome one more day. Let us continue our study of Bhagavad Gita. So, to increasing our common sense thoughts and also learning daily one sutra. Only when this is relentlessly done for long time, our inner personalities, divinizing, beautification, purification, empowerment, strengthening, increasing in the knowledge happens. Then only we can combat the present problems of the world. We can combat the result of what past we have done in the past, the bad things. Then only we can conceive greater and higher goals for our future. Then only we can work for them, we can achieve. When we take this entire thing as a challenge, as an art, as a profession, then there's no heaviness. But if you take it as a, something not important, etc., then you feel boredom in it, heaviness in it. It is like वर्ल्ड में जिनको चेस अच्छा लगता है, whole day they play chess but they don't get bored. But the one who doesn't like chess, उनको उसको देखते ही आंखों में नींद आ जाती. So he developed the liking, therefore the whole day he could sit on that. The other fellow, something else is interested in. In the same way, all of us developed liking and interest for the world. Therefore, it appears to be effortless and enjoying. We have to consciously develop liking for these spiritual things. How to develop it? By knowing its Mahatmyam. What is the Mahatmya or Mahima? That's what just I told you. When we this way, through Gita knowledge and all this, inside grow, then only whatever past we have done, the result of which comes as trouble, in the present we can face. In the present also, from the world, whatever challenges are coming, we can face. For the future also, we can conceive great goals and achieve them also. The inner stamina, strength, all of that tremendous, it is required. It is there, but it is camouflaged or concealed or hidden behind so many of the non-positivities. All of them are removed by these positive activities. For example, you see every day you are coming 1 hour. So that 1 hour time is conquered by you. Every day you are chanting shlokas. That inability to chant is conquered by you. Every day you are listening and trying to understand Gita. I don't know what is Gita. From that you are understanding it. And in Gita, the knowledge given to personality development for a successful endeavors. So you are growing in it. Is it not? So you are putting your efforts in these activity. Accordingly, you are coming out of so many weaknesses, gaining so many strengths. Keep on doing it relentlessly. This is an endless saga. याद करना, remaining like a stone you can, or like a buffalo being extroverted in the world. That is very natural, very effortless and animalistic. But to be on our toes consistently, to seek the higher and greater, to increase our abilities, etc., is a relentless, continuous job. And where is it not there, Batao? In India, if you see the cricket, how many players are there? Unless they are on their toes through their practice and performance in every of the match, they can't be collected even the zonal level. कितने स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं. वैसे तो 4-5 टीम होना चाहिए इंडिया के. In politics, how much they have to be on their toes relentlessly. In professions, you all know, कितना तुम लोगों को मेहनत करके अपने कंपनी में नौकरी रखना है. थोड़ा सा एक साल you didn't perform well, time of recession, you will be the first one to be removed. On the other hand, on the toes, you are facing all challenges, working vigorously, and are in good books of your boss. He says, यार इसको तो बंदा काम का है, चलो इसको हम नहीं निकालेंगे, इसको रख लेंगे. Everywhere there is struggle. In spirituality also they have to struggle. But you have to love it. You have to like it. You have to take it as a challenge. Why will I not chant Gita? Why can't I come class regularly? Why will not I understand it? Why will not I implement it? ऐसे खुद को सवाल करके दिखाना है. Not for anybody else, for your own growth. May you all try. May I also try. And not an easy thing. वेरी टफ. तो क्या करेंगे, जितना हो सके करते रहेंगे. द मोर वी डोंट डू, we become impotent and imperfect and unable or without any abilities. inabilities will grow. On the other hand, more and more we do, abilities grow, potentialities grow, capacities will grow. And the sky is no limit for the one in this way who is increasing his capacities day by day, month by month, year by year, through all these things. And here only we are studying the theory. Theory से सिर्फ knowledge मिलता, but actually when you do practice, like in chapter 3 we studied karma yoga, if it was regularly done. In the chapter 6 we understood the dhyana yoga, if we had done that one regularly. In the ninth one and 10th now we are learning the vibhutis. If you really practice them, then all the inner ability, potentiality, capacities, they grow. See the personality, how beautiful that would be. So let's make a beginning and let us not stop for any reason this beginning. Come what may, and never yield to any weakness, any temptation, any excuses coming from any side. बस हमको गीता को सुनना है, हमको सीखना है, हमको अपने अंदर के कैपेसिटीज बढ़ाना है करते करते. In the language of gunas, it is will just come out of tamas. We don't want the rajas. We will get and add and increase our sattva guna day by day. Our sattva guna day by day. This is how the one who conceives, plans, works for it. He is the hero. Let us all become the heroes for ourselves, for our nation, for our profession, for our parents, for our Sanatana Dharma. So, welcome. Like every day, today also, three topics we have. One Bhagavad Gita and second common sense thought. Third one is the second shloka, Kashi Vishwanatha Ashtakam. Let us start. Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gururdevo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Today is Thursday. Om Chinmayam Vyabhyat Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadandarshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaaya Prashantaye Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Brahmanandam Paramasugadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dandvatītam Gaganasadrusham Tattvamasyaदिलक्ष्यम् Ekam Nityam Vimalamacchalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatītam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Sadgurum Tam Namami. These are our prayers along with Guru's mantras today. We have chanted. Now come to our first topic, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are into the 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga. All the theoretical knowledge thoroughly explained, what is given in this chapter, then what practices we have to do, Bhagavan is saying, and what are the benefits of that we are discussing every day. What practices we have to do is that of practice of vibhuti of God. Means when Bhagavan says, He among these things I am this, because Bhagavan is saying on the strength of faith on Him, we have to keep on in our mind, entertain the thought that this is God, this is God, this is God, till this is God thought is very strongly established. This is the vibhuti upasana. And why? Because God told, second is, everything has to be God. Everything is God, therefore, that thing has to be the divine God only. What are the benefits? The benefits we told you, when the world is not seen as God, instead of having respect and reverence for the world in our mind, we have such a bad thoughts and notions for the world with which we only suffer. On the other hand, when you see the world as God, as we towards the God, we have the respect, reverence, same respect, reverence, and positive qualities and love and service we will have for the world. When these good qualities are there, beneficiaries we own. and more these Vibhuti sadhanas are done, we become so much qualified that Bhagavan actually gives us that darshana in that particular thing, whichever we are doing, his own darshana to us. At a higher level, as it was said in the earlier shlokas, ki dadhami buddhi yogam, thereafter, teshameva anukampartam, aham ajnanajam tama nashayami, atma bhavastaha, jnana deepena bhaswada. By the bright, brilliant Jnana Deepa lighting, I will remove all the ignorance. That means what? Everything what we see through the faculties. Beyond that, there is some reality and substratum. That experience will come to us by God's grace. That's called moksha. When I know the reality of me, reality of the world is one thing, then I have no differences, no any type of thing to be done, good or bad. That's called moksha. सो तो मोक्ष मिलेगा, बुद्धि योग मिलेगा, भगवान का दर्शन होगा, भगवान की कृपा से सारे समस्याएं दूर होंगे, हमारा हृदय अंतकरण शुद्ध होएगा, our behavior with the world will be good, therefore we don't do the bad things because of which the negative result used to come earlier, all of that is eliminated, so many benefits to us. And then added to it, when each one of us this way, through the Vibhuti Upasana, become the devotee of the world, the whole world becomes a place, heaven, a place of Vaikuntha Dhama. Such a great thing it becomes. Such individuals are required at any time in the society. We can be the first one to start. Think about it coolly. Take it as sincerely as possible and start doing. Clear? So we are doing the Vibhuti sadhanas. We have seen yesterday mantra number 33. In that Bhagavan told Aksharanam Akaraha Asmi. Among all the Varnamala alphabets, I am Akara, first A. That means A, E, U, A, I, O, औ, अम, अः, क, ख, ग, घ. Is that not भगवान? अरे भाई वो भी है. पहले अ से शुरू करो. A is भगवान. Maximum used is A, like A in English. Akarosmi. So A is Paramatma. Respect A. Take A as भगवान only. Do the practice. शर्माना नहीं उसमें. There's no need to feel shy or hesitant. Just keep practicing. Then in the grammar, which is samasa yukta, so many samas are there. In that dvandva samasa ayam. Dvandvaha samasikasya. Cha. I am the samasa dvandva in all the samasas. Yesterday we explained you. Third one, ahameva akshayaha kalaha. The akshayaha kalaha means the continuously moving time. Continuously, every movement it is going on, moving, no? Moving in line but comes in circular way is the time. Linear movement coming as circle. That kala is me, or I am the one from whom the kala is coming, and in the kala only desha, in desha kala only the entire world of names and forms that way. So aksharam anamakaro dvandva samasikasya cha ahmeva akshayah kala. Finally, dhata aham. I am the giver of karma phala. And Vishwatomukha, in all the forms, I am only expressing. And that Vishwatomukha means I am everywhere there, support of everything. And as everywhere I am, my way is because I am Chaitanya Sarupa, I am there only as Sakshi, witness. It's called as Sakshi Bhav. That is a Vishwato Mukha. Now today we will see the 34th one mantra. I think that should be enough. As much of time it takes. Let us chant 34th. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama शरणं मम ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ दशमोऽध्यायः विभूति योगः श्री भगवानुवाच अथ चतुस्त्रिंशः श्लोका. ये थोड़ा टंग ट्विस्टर है इसलिए 4+2 बार हम करेंगे. 4 times repetition, 2 times together. Okay. श्री भगवानुवाच श्री भगवानुवाच मृत्युः सर्वहरश्चाहं मृत्युः सर्वहरश्चाहं मृत्युः सर्वहरश्चाहं मृत्युः सर्वहरश्चाहम् Udbhavascha bhavishyatam, Udbhavascha bhavishyatam, Udbhavascha bhavishyatam, Udbhavascha bhavishyatam, Kirtihi Shrirvakchanarinam, Kirtihi Shrirvakchanarinam, Kirtihi Shrirvakchanarinam, Kirtihi Shrirvakchanarinam, स्मृतिर्मेधा धृति क्षमा, स्मृतिर्मेधा धृति क्षमा, स्मृतिर्मेधा धृति क्षमा, स्मृतिर्मेधा धृति क्षमा. टुगेदर. श्री भगवानुवाच मृत्युः सर्वहरश्चाहम् उद्भवश्च भविष्यताम् कीर्तिः श्रीर्वाक्च नारीणाम् स्मृतिर्मेधा धृति क्षमा. श्री भगवानुवाच मृत्युः सर्वहरश्चाहम् उद्भवश्च भविष्यताम् कीर्तिः श्रीर्वाक्च नारीणाम् स्मृतिर्मेधा धृति क्षमा. Beautiful shloka it is chanted. Now what we are doing is told by God, we are knowing his vibhutis, means his presence in the world in this and this and this form. What we have to do, as told by the Lord, this is a form of God only, this is God only. That upasana, that abhyasa we do. That upasana abhyasa is called vibhuti upasana, vibhuti abhyasa. After which, for us, whenever that thing comes in front of us, we know that it is God only. Okay. Now today, three vibhutis are told. Very, very different ones they are. First, aham, Bhagavan says, I am mrutyuhu sarvaharaha. Mrutyuhu sarvaharaha cha aham. Sarvaharaha mrutyuhu aham. So I am the death which does the harana, taking away of everything, looting away of everything. So sarvaharaha mrutyuhu. Okay. Now what are the sarvaharaha? Mrityu does is two things mainly. The Mrityu does the harana. One is it does the harana of all that we possess. All dhana kanaka vastu vahana ityadi ityadi. Second one, it takes away the prana. So the mamata and the ahanta, दोनों को मृत्यु हरण कर लेता है. So that mrityu who does the harana of in this way, both of these two things, which include everything, sarvam, that mrityu I am. Mrityuh sarvaharashchaham. Okay. So let us see little bit this one. What is that? Ki sarvaharaha Bhagwan. In that we said dhana adiharana as well as prana harana. Therefore, if dhana harana Bhagwan doesn't do, no, two things will happen. One, we continue to be arrogant fellow. Ki I have so much of wealth and other things. Second is I will become slave for it. Third one, I will never remember the God. Therefore, deliberately Bhagavan takes away all the dhana ityadi which we have, especially from those whom he wants to make a bhakta or spiritual seeker. In all Shastras, especially Puranas, it is said, for those who want to, whom I want to give the yoga, the bhakti or the adhyatmikata, the obstacle for all of them is their variety of possessions and positions. Therefore, I take away first them from them. Then I give them the knowledge or devotion or wisdom or spirituality. Is it not? Therefore, sarvaharaha. Secondly, Bhagavan only gives when we have worked hard, did punyam. When we become lazy and stop doing any punya and start doing the papam, obviously he takes away. It's just like in any office, the person is working very well, therefore the office gives him promotion and a better HIG apartment, higher income grade, also the bonuses and car, because he has done well. The same person, some corruption, some bribe, some wrong thing done, then he is suspended, his car is taken away, house is taken away, he may be even dismissed also. Don't we do it? So too for the whole world, the Lord is the boss. Whoever are doing good things, he gives them all the promotions, etc. Then he himself takes away when we do the wrong. Therefore, the mrityu, usme the two aspects. The first aspect we are talking are about the Dhana Adi. Sarvaharame, Dhanadi Harana, Prana Harana. These two Bhagavan does. We are justifying why Bhagavan should do the Harana of the Dhana. One, when the Dhana is not taken away, our arrogance will continue, our slavery to the Dhana will continue. We will never go near the God. Therefore, one is that reason. Second, He only gave us when we have done good things. Therefore, whenever we do the bad things, He only takes away. Therefore, Bhagavan's taking away the wealth is justifiable. So, whenever the wealth is taken away, we should know we have done a papa that is taken away, or the Lord wants us to be more devoted to Him. That is why this obstruction, the wealth in which we are caught up, He has taken away. In that wealth, everything comes, the money, the power, the position, even our own friends, relatives. भगवान ना हम मैं को छोड़कर हर एक चीज को ले लेते हैं, डिपेंडिंग ऑन इन विच वी आर caught up, because of which we are slave, because of which we are not remembering God. That is one mrityu. एंड ग्रेट डिवोटीज और स्पिरिचुअल सीकर्स, जिनको पक गया मन, थोड़ा पके हुए होते हैं ना, वो लोग कहते हैं भगवान ऑल दिस पावर पोजिशंस आर obstructing मी टू रिमेंबर यू, आर डू डिवोशन टू यू, आर रीच यू, सो प्लीज टेक अवे. और ठीक है, ले लेते हैं भगवान. टुडे इन आवर इवनिंग क्लास Sudhama will think that only when he goes to Dwaraka and comes empty handed. Krishna gives nothing. First thing he says is this: if I get money, I'll become arrogant and forget him. That is why Bhagavan has not given me the wealth. Thank you, God. But by the time he reaches home, if the whole house is palatial only like Swarga, that's different. His wife asked, therefore to her he gives. Sudama wanted only darshanam. Bhagavan gave darshanam and prema. ग्रेट स्टोरीज बेटा, ये सब पढ़ते रहोगे ना, भगवान का अस्तित्व, भगवान का महिमा, कृपा, करुणा, all of them start entering to us. We can become a true devotee of him. With his grace, as a devotee, we'll be succeeding in the world, we'll be enjoying in our own mind, we can be devotee of God and reach him. We can even discover the truth, which is said already, Machita Madhvita Prana. So this is one mrityu. And second one is real the prana haranam. Unless Bhagavan takes us away from this world or life or body, you cannot be sent into another place, no? Better place, promotion ke liye. Same way, if every jiva stays physically in the body is not dying or they are not taken away, then where will be the place for us to stay? Mrityu is the great blessing for the whole world. Imagine all the dinosaurs of those thousands of years back or any, if they have still lived, where will be the place for human beings to stay? उतना क्यों, पिछले 100 साल के जितने लोग मरे, जितने जानवर मरे, जितने पशु पक्षी मरे पूरे दुनिया में 100 साल, इमेजिन इफ दे आर नॉट डेड. बताओ, where will be the place for us to stay on the earth? Where will be the resources to maintain? बताओ, होगा क्या? Therefore, mrityu is a blessing, both way. Mrityu makes the place for the next generation. Mrityu also gives this person an opportunity in the next place, somewhere else. And as per Shastra, if we don't die to the earlier lower thing, we cannot be born to the newer higher thing. And you have to be dying for your 7th class. Then only you'll be born as 8th class student. No, you have to die as an inter student or plus 2. Then only you'll be born as a graduate. No, I don't want to give up. Then pade raho udhar hi. That is no. Death is actually a change. Death is the absence of the earlier existing thing. Birth is the presence of the thing which was not there earlier. That's it. So one has to die as a bachelor, then only he can get married. Is it not? One has to die as a clerk, then only becomes a UDC or section officer or whatever it is. That's so we have to be dying as an unemployed, then only the employment can come to us. Every day I have to die as a sleeping person, then only I can get up, be born as a person to wake up and do my duties. Therefore, mrityu, though word looks to be terrible, but it is actually a change which is required. And I said in the initial sentence, if we don't die for the lower, we cannot be born for the higher. Like you don't die of a person of wasting time at this time of class, you will be not born as a person attending Gita classes every day. Then after the class, you don't die here. As this class attending fellow, you can't go for your next job, assignment, work. तो मृत्यु तो हर क्षण हो ही रहा है वैसा. Here the main mrityu is after a certain age of ours, which is permitted to us according to our past deeds, we are given a mrityu. Means the jiva is separated from this particular deha. Deha goes to Panchamahabhutas, the jiva goes into another body. It can be human, animal, anything depending on what it deserves. Not necessary that only human will be born as. Even born on human, if you are in India, not necessarily every time you are born in India, you will be somewhere in a forest as a tribal. If depending on your vasanas. And it is so clear. If you close your eyes and look into your personality, inner personality, you will know what uh, personality you are. You can tentatively imagine what body will be given also. Very cruel person, harming anybody, harsh and all. You will be born as lion or tiger only. Terrible, animalistic. पता चलता है हर एक को. Like if I close my eyes, what personality I am, I can tentatively know where I will be put. काम क्रोध से भरा हुआ है जीवन, then will be only animal, because animals have only kama, bhojana and nidra, maithunam and mrityu. So in this way we can even understand where we will be born. But anyway, we are talking here about the mrityu. So both the mrityus are required. Therefore, from now onwards itself, you as youngsters strongly make these 2 points in the heart. One, you are not going to be afraid of death, whether of the material things, death even of the body. First point, throughout life. Second is, as long as you are alive or our all dhana kanaka are not taken away, so long, make best use of them. And the only best use is spirituality. That's it. Other things you imagine your professional bestness kya hai, your outer worldly achievements mein what is best. I am not person to discuss on that. I thought tell the really best thing spirituality. I am here for that. Though I love you to succeed in the world, that anyway you will do even if I don't tell. Therefore, why should I tell that which you know? Let me tell what you don't know, you need to know. To grow spiritually, that is the best thing to be done. So make use of the life, make use of the resources to do and achieve the best. So mrityuh sarvaharaschaham. So now when this is understood, be attentive. When somebody dies, some calamity happens. Outside, you have to sympathize. Outside, you must go and serve and help them. Give money, give help. But heart in heart, you must know, Bhagavan says, Sarva araha mrityuha ahameva. If this is not Bhagavan, then we are questioning Bhagavan's omnisciency, omnipotency. Without His grace, how can anything happen? Then why it has happened? It has to happen like that. That's it. They deserve it. So they say we have to have all the clarities. For example, last 3-4 days in Uttarakhand, in Himachal Pradesh, in Punjab and all, terrible rains, landslides, and bridges broken, boulders falling, landslide होकर मंदिर में ही इतने 50-40 लोग मर गए. So outright we have to sympathize. यार ये होना नहीं चाहिए था. People will be so much miserable. No, किसी का पिता माँ एक ही family के 9 people died there. 9 of one family. On Somvar, they went for puja upasana. मंदिर गए वही भगवान की पूजा के लिए और वही मर गए. तो वेरी डोंट टॉक लाइक ए टीवी रिपोर्टर और ए नास्तिक फेलोस पेपर रिपोर्टर सुपरफिशियल इमोशनल विदाउट द बैकग्राउंड नॉलेज. And don't say it outside. Outside the sympathy. People should not die, they should live long. Such so to such calamities. Over. And now it has happened, let us help them financially, otherwise, over. Now go deeper in thinking. Why all of those people have collected there at that day? And unless some destiny is there behind, it won't happen. And who is the giver of that? The Lord only. That's why Mrityu Sarva Haraschaham. And we know only they have died. But we don't know further where they are evolving. So the Lord knows both. Therefore, He only takes everyone only to promote them only. Even sending to Naraka also is promotion. Why? Because their safai dhulai ho jati hai. You understand? We get cleansed. Nahi? What a worst bathroom every day you go. But is it not good to go bathroom? Therefore, we get cleaned there and come out. So to going to Naraka is a washing machine it is. That also Bhagavan does out of His karuna in our own betterment only. Therefore, that way, that question is answered. And why they are brought to be that place to be killed? So they destined for that way to die. Then what we have to do for those who have survived? Sympathize and help them. And what we have to learn? Let us not do any non-positive things by which halfway we die, that also terribly. Do the punya karma, live a noble life, so that the purna ayu will live 100 years and 100th day year just in sleep only without effort. We have left the body. Before that, the purna ayu we have utilized for serving the world for some time, serving the Lord for some time, then knowing the Lord for the remaining time. In this way, we have to use the time. So, mrityu sarvaharashchaham. Now remember, we being human beings, we are worried about human beings died. But how many goats, cats, animals, dogs, horses, elephants, cows, how many bed bakari, how many mosquito machar, all of them also die. Even क्या वो जीवन नहीं है क्या उनका? But this is the process. You have to accept these truths and facts and inevitabilities. But the best is, before that comes, you are a youngster of 16 years, let us say you live for 120, you have 104 years to do so many great things for the country for some time and the remaining time for yourself. So, मृत्युः सर्वहरश्चाहम. तो सब कारण सब कुछ करने वाला मृत्यु मैं ही हूँ. And don't look at that mrityu as negatively with all the knowledge we spoke to you from last 5 minutes. Now, this negative thing only nahi hu main, positive bhi main hu. That is the second vibhuti in this shloka. Udbhavascha bhavishyatam. Bhavishyatam, those who are going to have the great, grand, glorious future. Bhavishyatam. Udbhavaha, the springboard, the starting point, the initial point, the womb from there, where the future of theirs is going to be built. That also is me. And whoever are making use of thus opportunities given, really their bhavishya will be glorious. In this world, to all beings, especially to the human beings, Bhagavan has given so many abilities, faculties, and opportunities and freedoms for us to do and create a glorious future for us. So, bhavishyatam udbhavaha. Bhavishyata means for a glorious future. Udbhava means the springboard or starting point or the womb. It is me. So, in these both of them, we can do a prarthana. First one, Mrityu Sarvarashaham, Bhagavan, timely, matlab, full life let me live, then only give me the Mrityu. So, to don't do the Harana of Dhanakanakadi, bless me to make a right use of them to serve you. So, to second one, Udbhavastha Bhavishyatam, O Lord, for my future, glorious future, outer life may be, spirituality may be. Whatever the things to be done and achieved, please let me know all of them. Give the powers to do all of them so that I can really have glorious future for me. This way we can pray through this. Because भगवान कहते हैं मैं ही मृत्यु हूँ, मैं ही उद्भव हूँ. उद्भव for भविष्य, for a glorious future. Therefore, when one ardently, sincerely prays to God, both in the materialistic world and spirituality, they will have the Utkrishta Bhavishya, glorious future. For this only these Gita classes. When you continue studying one after other texts, understand the things, and also implement them, don't you think the future will be great, outer and inner life? मुझे तो क्लियर है. हर दिन गीता अपने पढ़ा रहा मैं. हर भगवान की कृपा से आगे वाले समय जन्म में और भी मन शांत और भी बढ़िया ध्यान लगेगा. उस ध्यान में परमात्मा का अनुभव होगा. दिस इज माई गोल. आई डोंट हैव एनी आउटर गोल्स. Udbhavascha bhavisyatam ayam is a second vibhuti of the day today in this shloka 34. Now the third one is very interesting. Narinam, among all the women. Okay. These are the special divine women beings. Women. Human being, women. I am them, Bhagavan says. Some people talk on this shloka as in the women, these gunas, Bhagavan says, it is me. Narinam, among women, these are the 7-8 gunas. Kirtihi, Shrihi, Vaka, Chanarinam, Smrutihi, Meta, Medha, Dhruti, Kshama. 7 qualities in the women are me. Narinam is the word used, Saptami Vibhakti. But this is not the correct meaning. Correct meaning is among the women folk in the entire universe. Yaksha, Kinnara, Kimpurusha, Siddha, Charana, Gandharva, Rakshasa, Manushya. So many Naris are there. Among them, the divine Naris, whose names are these, okay, is me. So these are not the guna of the Nari, because but they are the Nari himself who have these gunas. This you and I are very lucky to know this, because recently only, when we 7-8 days back, only 6-7 days, 5-6 days back, when we are studying Sharda Stotram Saraswati Stotram, didn't we chant in one of the shlokas, "Oh Mother, by you are these 8 forms, please protect me, take care of me." Do you remember? Lakshmir Medha Dhara Pushtihi कीर्ति पुष्टि धृति एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती लक्ष्मीर्मेधाधरा पुष्टिः गौरी कीर्तिर लक्ष्मी मेधा धरा तुष्टिः गौरी कीर्ति पुष्टिः and one more 8 things. एताभिः पायितनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती लक्ष्मीर्मेधाधरा पुष्टिः गौरी तुष्टिः प्रभा धृतिः. So these are all what? Etabhihi pahi tanubihi ashtabhihi. These are all the 8 expressions of Mata Saraswati. It is said there. In Geetha it is said as they are the divine expressions. And then by worshipping these Devis, by blessed by those Devis, those great gunas come to us also. So here one is Kirti Devi is there. Om Kirti Devi Namaha, we go on doing pranams to her. By her grace, we get some Kirti, name and fame. Shrihi means wealth. That's Lakshmi Devi only. So when you do the Sri Devi, Om Sri Devi Matre Namaha, worship with her blessings, that Shri comes to us. So Kirti Shri, then Vak, the Vani Devi, Saraswati only abhi humne padha. So Om Vak Devi Namaha, Om Vak Devi Namaha, Vacham Yacha Vacham Dadatu. When you pray to her, she'll give a good ability to speak. Kirti Sri Vakchanarina Smrutihi, which is very important. Pray to mother, she'll give the good memory. Smrti Devi Namaha. Medha, the memory power. Smriti is remembrance. Medha is recollection. What you have remembered or memorized. So Kirti Srivaksha Narinam Smrutir Medha, then Dhrutihi, the Dhruti Devi, the fortitude to go through all odds and work towards the goal. Then Kshama Guna, patience, perseverance, and the ability to forgive others. These are all Devata Murtis. When we worship them, then by her blessing, we get these things in our life. And this I am going to teach one of the days. Again, long back in the initial days, I made you chant these mantras every day. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Kirti Rupena Samstita Namastasya 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 Namo Namaha Shraddha Rupena Samstita Jnana Rupena Atma Rupena. There are more than 23 things we saw. I'll take up that portion again. So here the shloka is Nari Nam, among the women. These are the 7 women, my own Vibhuti. So worship them as me. Then through me as them, my grace will come to you in getting these 7 noble qualities required for you to succeed in life and also to reach me. That's what the Bhagavan says. Kirti Shrir Vakcha Narinam Smritir Medha Dhrutikshama. These are our 3 Vibhutis of the day. What are they? Mrutyuh sarvaharshaham, udbhavascha bhavishyataam, narinam kirti sirvaksha, smrutir meda dhrutikshama. Wonderful, no? So do the upasana now. Every day 1 hour or half an hour, kabhi time nikal ke rakho, fixed time. Morning 3:30 to 4:30 better, again you save if you want. In that 1 hour, take the vibhutis. Oh Lord, you are in this form, I heard from Geetha, so I am praying to you, saluting you, worshipping you, you please bless me. करते जाओ, देखो everything which is said here in the Vibhuti, all of them when we practice, all those blessings come to us. Guarantee पक्का. अब ये वाला श्लोक तो जरूर करो, because in this the 7 good qualities required for our outer inner success are there. कीर्ति नहीं चाहिए क्या? श्री नहीं चाहिए? वाक नहीं चाहिए क्या? स्मृति? मेधा नहीं चाहिए? धृति? क्षमा? When you want them, then they're all in the Devis, they are there. They are all the Vibhuti of Narayana. So Narayana Vibhuti Rupi, all these mothers, I'm saluting, please bless me with these qualities. When you go on saying every day, that infinite power will bless you. Like electricity is mixed with, is made to flow through the mixing of anode and cathode. Everything in the world has a technique. Like sowing the seed on the earth and watering is the means for the tree to go and give us the fruits. In the same way, to invoke God's grace blessings for our own obtaining of these things, prayer is the technique. Upasana is the technique. Upasana and prayer are the techniques by which we get blessings from the God. So let us do that then. Okay, so 34 we have done. Hardly we have 10 more or 8 more shlokas to complete this also. Next comes the 11th chapter in which Bhagavan's Vishwarupa we are going to see. So in everything God is there, that is 10th chapter. In the God everything is there is 11th chapter. Put together, everything is God alone. That is from 13th chapter onwards. Before that, the devotion because of this discovery. What a glorious God you are, remaining you are as you are, appearing as everything, and everything is in you. What a miraculous expression yours. Oh Lord, I am devoted to you. Then in the 12th, 13th onwards, 12th में भक्ति योग में सब आएगा, 13th onwards, in the Jnana Shatkam, we are given the variety of meditational techniques to go beyond what we see and reach that which is real reality. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll continue. Now the second topic of common sense thought today, mischief of the mind, very simple. The mind's mischief of mind's mischief of not allowing the intellect's intelligence to function and thus making everything into soup by its own wrong powers of projection and imagination. Mind's mischief never allows the intellect to work, never allows the knowledge or wisdom to be gained, or never allows the truth to prevail, never allows the real thing to prevail. The mind, its mischief, like the children nagging, never allow the mother to do work. For that fellow only she is doing the cooking, but he goes on nagging and never allows her. So to the mind with its whims, fancies, projections, always conceals the truth, reality. And untruth, unreal may we suffer. Mind's mischief. And what is to be done? Make the intellect active. Now, what is the truth or reality? Two things. That which is intellectually analyzed and understood, logically analyzed, understood, that is one truth. Second, what is said in the Shastras about which are beyond our intellect, that is second truth. Again, like the mind projects a thought, he let me do the chori or cheat someone. And what is mind's imagination key? When I cheat or loot someone in a shorter span of time, I get the money, I get the favors or whatever. That is how the chore becomes chore, no? Who is making the chore chore? His own mind. It is its mischief. Now use the intellect and see. Simple common sense. अगर हर बंदा चोर होता है दुनिया में, then where will be the producers and the whole thing is looted, plundered only. Then how can the world survive if everybody is thief? Common sense, yeah. Why should you be the only chore? Like you, if everybody gets the start of, I want to be chore. Like you have 10 houses around you. You have चोरी किया 10 हाउस, वो 10 लोग तुम्हारे घर आके अपना भी चीज ले जाएंगे, तुम्हारे भी ले जाएंगे. This intellectual thinking. Therefore, if I do chori, everybody is encouraged in doing chori. If everybody does the chori, then nobody will have anything to have. Therefore, logically, doing chori, doing dhoka dadi is wrong. On the other hand, give the dana, give the help, and work hard intellectually. And in this working hard and thing, everybody is benefited only. There's no loss. In this way, intellectually, we have to. Wherever the intellect doesn't work, for example, when you do the good, you will get the good result in the next life. Do the bad, you get bad the result. ये आपको पता नहीं चलता, मरने के बाद पता चलता है. But the Shastras are telling, therefore what Shastra is telling is correct. On that faith and whatever the intellect intellectually tells, with that knowledge, we have to live life not according to the mind's whatever it says. If you listen to what mind says, हमारा तबाह हो गया. So mind's mischief of not allowing the truth to prevail, not allowing the correct thing to happen in the world. Mind's mischief it is. And who tells the truth or correct thing? The intellect or the Shastra. So, wherever the intellect goes, up to that, use it. Wherever intellect cannot go, use what Shastra says as an authority, do that only. Like I fight with my parents every day. No logical reasoning, consequence key, they also will hate you also hate you, and the house becomes a hell only. But the mind says no, लड़ो उनसे झगड़ो उनको मुंह जवाब दो उनसे क्या है ना disobedient रहो. The misguided youngsters with their other friends and their arrogance, they do this nonsense every day. Then consequence intellectually you can know. Your house will be hell only. Hello, hello. No other way around. You're obedient child of your parents, loving. The house itself is स्वर्ग. अब दिमाग से समझ कर लो. देन फिर चेंज करो अपने आप को. नहीं, नो इंटेलेक्ट यूज नहीं करेंगे और अकल को आने नहीं देंगे. माइंड सेज रिटेलिएट, माइंड सेज फाइट विद देम, माइंड सेज डोंट टेल देम व्हाट यू आर डूइंग. So you are sold out to your mind, you are a slave. Then they lose faith in you, they feel so bad, they pray to God, हे भगवान अगले जन्म में बच्चे ही मत देना, ऐसे राक्षस को दिया. In this way, every mother father refuse you to be born to them. You will be लटकते रहोगे हवा में. प्रेत कहते हैं उसको, without getting the body. Just example. These are intellectual things. दिख रहा है when you respect your parents. Seeing you, your children also do the same thing. So you as youngsters, be alert about your mind first. What are the things it is doing the whole day? Second, two, all of them you can know 90% are only whims, fancies, likes, dislikes, emotions. Intellectually analyzed, 90% of them should not be done. And what is to be done is never being looked at by us only. Either to maintain the health or to manage the finances or to maintain the relations or get good job. क्या करना चाहिए वो सब बुद्धि को समझ में आता है अगर बुद्धि यूज किया जाए तो. Like the youngster, "Oh, I'm not getting job, I want job." This is the mind's emotion. Intellect should come and say, "Arey yaar, to somebody to give you job, you should have some qualification. So 1 year you work hard and get qualifications. Then everybody will give you job." बट ये बंदा सोचता नहीं, स्टार्ट एट द एज ऑफ 18, अब 30 years हो गए, 12 साल, इसको कोई नौकरी नहीं दिया. अरे क्यों देगा when you are not qualified for anything? When you are qualified, everybody will give you. It is intellectual, but youngster doesn't want. It is emotional is. He thinks he is intelligent. Intelligent नहीं है, emotional बेवकूफ. If you are intelligent, you will never do wrong. You will ever do right. The moment it is clear that you are not doing correct things, it is so clear that you are not intelligent, you are Bewakoof. That's what Arjuna. Instead of fighting the war with intellectual conviction, he became emotionally crying and says, I'll not fight the war. He left the bow and arrow. Geetha. भगवान ने कहा पंडिता नानुशोचंती बेवकूफ रोते हैं तुम बेवकूफ हो. Before the युद्ध started only started crying mummy. Arjuna. Emotional. Youngsters all are emotional, corrupted intelligently. If they think na, they'll become master of their own life, contributors to the world. And this intelligence should be not crooked intelligence, not a negative, well guided from the great masters, the well wishers, and the saint sages and the scriptures. So the common sense thought today is what? Don't be emotional, bring intellect. Then think what is to be done and not to be done. What to be done is done. To do it. What is not to be done, just drop it. That way, avoid all problems and invoke all successes. As it is said in Gita, don't invoke the mrityu sarvaraschaham. Instead of that, invoke udbhavascha bhavishyataam. Relate that to this common sense thought. दोनों match करते हैं. Okay, today is that common sense thought. Now in the shlokas of our Kashi Vishwanatha Ashtakam, second one. Beautiful. So, second mantra is Vacham Agocharam. The Lord who is not reachable by the words, cannot be described in words because he is very, very subtle. He is not perceivable by any faculty. Only that which is perceivable by the faculties of the mind, that the Vani, the speech, can describe about it. He being beyond all of that, he can't be described also with a mouth. So Vacha Magocharam, but Aneka Guna Swarupam. And he alone is there expressing as all the divine qualities. Just now we studied in the form of all the vibhutis. What is God exactly can't be seen, but his expression is seen in the world. Like what is fire, you can for burning power of fire you can't see. But the effect of burning power of the fire you can see in the cooking of the vegetables, in the burning of the hand of a fellow. So the power of the burning of fire is not seen, but effects are seen. Same way, Bhagwan as such is experiential as a self. Outside you can't see him, but he appears as Aneka Guna Swarupam. This Aneka Guna Swarupam is big subject. He alone expresses in three gunas, or all the Sadgunas are his own expression, or all the world of names and forms are his own expression, not he. He is beyond them. So Vachamagocharam, you can't understand him or speak about him with the words Aneka Gunaswarupam. Lord has got all Divya Gunas with him to bless us. Let us take this meaning. Then Vagisha Vishnu Sura Sevita Padapitham. The Lord whose feet are worshipped by Vagisha, that is Brahmadeva, Vishnu, Vishnudeva, Sura, Indradi Devatas. So Brahma, Vishnu, Indradi Devatas worship the Lord of this Kashi Vishwanatha. Then Vamena Vigrahavarena Kalatravantam. In his Vama Bhaga, in the most wonderful form, the Kalatra, the Parvati Mata, there it is Vishalakshi, is seated. To such wonderful Kashi Vishwanatha Bhagwan, Bhaja, I am serving. He says, Vyasaji tells all bhaktas to serve, and we are committing. Oh Lord, to such you, I am doing upasana, I am doing puja, I am doing namaskara, I am praying to you. So what is prayer here? Vachamagochara means reveal yourself to me who is beyond the words. Aneka guna swarupam, with those gunas bless me and let me also have such good gunas. Vachamagochara aneka guna swarupam. Then Vagisha Vishnu Sarasavita Padapitham. So they are all worshipping you. Please recommend them to bless me. Let Brahma bless me with creativity. Let Vishnu bless me with the maturity to maintain my life properly. Let Indra bless me with all good faculties. You can ask him. Then Vamena Vigrahavena Kalatravantam. Please tell the Parvati Maya to empower, because she Shakti Swarupini, empower me for all my greater endeavors. In this way, this shloka can be chanted. And say, such Varanasi Pura Pati, the Lord of the Varanasi Pura, that Vishwanatha is his name. I am just saluting him, puja kar raha hu, I am worshipping him and I am praying to him. Here भजन इज लोट लकार, भजन करो करके आदेश है, भजन हम कर रहे हैं, ऐसा हम भावना करना है. यू डोंट टेल भगवान व्यास तुम भजन करो. सो भज विश्वनाथ विश्वनाथ का भजन करो करके एडवाइस दे रहे हैं. The advice is given by the Vyasa for us to receive. Don't give back the advice. Okay, or you can advise your own mind. Oh mind, this Vishwanatha, उसका भजन, उनका भजन करो. In that way. ठीक है. ओम श्री काशी विश्वनाथ परमात्मन कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्म के बोधा पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवत भागवत विश्वनाथ दर्शनम सनातनम वैदिक संस्कृति पुनरुत्थान जागृत व्याप्ति अस्मिन् कर्मनिष्ठारं दिग्विजयः युवानां च संकल्पत्कुनस दिव्य विजयं तेषां हृदये देश धर्म सनातनम माता पितॄणां प्रति भक्ति प्राप्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं काशी विश्वनाथ अष्टकांतर्गत द्वितीय श्लोकस्य पारायण जपं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओके. ओम वाचामगोचरमनेक गुणस्वरूपं वागीश विष्णुसुरसेवित पादपीठं वामेन विग्रहवरेण कलत्रवन्तं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथं. वाचामगोचरमनेक गुणस्वरूपं वागीश विष्णुसुरसेवित पादपीठं वामेन विग्रहवरेण कलत्रवन्तं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथं. वाचामगोचरमनेकगुणस्वरूपं वागीश विष्णुसुरसेवित पादपीठं वामेन विग्रहवरेण कलत्रवन्तं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथं. वाचामगोचरमनेकगुणस्वरूपं वागीश विष्णुसुरसेवित पादपीठं वामेन विग्रहवरेण कलत्रवन्तं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथं वाचामगोचरमनेकगुणस्वरूपं वागीश विष्णुसुरसेवित पादपीठं वामेन विग्रहवरेण कलत्रवन्तं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथं वाचामगोचरमनेक गुणस्वरूपम् वागीश विष्णु सुरसेवित पादपीठं वामेन विग्रहवरेण कलत्रवन्तं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथं भज विश्वनाथं वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथम. देखो, we are so lucky. Need not go to Kashi. Every day live it comes in your own channel, टीवी में या यूट्यूब जो भी है, तो आप वहीं से देखकर उनको मन में लाकर धीरे चैंट करते हुए we can do prayer to him. In today's world of terrible Kali Yuga, I to tell you with my own experience and practice, only the divine grace protect us from ourselves, from the world. And divine grace comes through these chantings and upasanas. Clear? This is our shloka today, and the common sense thought: mind's mischief of living projection imagination, not allowing the intelligence or the truth to prevail. Bring intellect, use logic, understanding, and do correctly what is correct to be done. If wherever you miss it, go to the Shastra. Whatever Shastra said is correct because it is given to us by the Lord only. Therefore, with faith on the Shastra, follow. Other than these two, just because mind has suggested, don't just do anything and get into a soup. Common sense thought. And Geetha, Mrityu Sarva Harashaham Udbhavascha Bhavishyadam Kirti Srirvakchanarinam Smritir Medha Dhrutikshama. These are the things today we have done because you gave the time. Thank you, friends. God bless you all. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Mapnuyat Shanto Muchedandebhya Muktashanyaan Vimuchedas Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Murtyorma Amritangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam Purnamudachade पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः परमऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे गीतामात्रे श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः वेदव्यास महर्षे नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Yes, friends, thank you. Meet tomorrow with few more Vibhuthis. Thanks.